did some stuff around the house, just trying to be productive and then relax, dude. Like working Friday was the first time I was work. That was the first time I was on set in 8+ months, and I was exhausted Saturday. So I didn't do much. I did spend time with my boy, did errands with the wifey. I uploaded a short on YouTube. That's about all I did. Wanted to do some writing, but didn't. I woke up this morning and came up with some new stuff. Kind of going off of the whole my wife loves little people bit. But I just started thinking, man, if I was in the dating game in today's world, it would be so weird. I think it's so weird that people like put their personal resumes online for the world to sift through and see if you're worthy. I think it's kind of fucked up, to be honest. I think one of the best parts about dating someone is the discovery part, the who this person really is. And if you realize it's not someone you want to be with, you cut the cord and you move on quickly, fast. Life is short. You don't want to waste time. But for some reason, we're in a world where people want to put their entire resume online. Oh, I'm into this. I'm into this. I don't like this. I don't like that. I think half of it's bullshit. And then you meet the person, you're like, oh, I got catfished or whatever they're calling it. Like, I think long gone are the days where you can just go up to someone at a Target or a grocery store and just be like, hey, you're absolutely gorgeous. I saw you across the way. I'd love to take you out and get a cup of coffee and just get to know you. Maybe you're free this Friday, or maybe we'll just go out to dinner. I feel like if you said it to someone, they'd just be like, oh my God, he was so offensive. Like, what the fuck? No, dude, come on. So I was thinking about that. Like, would I have, if I had my full resume out there, I know for a fact Yvonne would have never went out with me. I don't know what's left or right. I don't know if she would have swiped. The one where they don't want to date you, I think is left, like left behind. That's how I'm thinking. Like, swipe left. Swipe right, I guess, means they're right for you. Swipe left, left behind. I don't know. That's how I put it together in my head. It would be weird if it was the other way. But if she saw my personal resume, I'm younger than her, so she would have went, nope. Was an actor, she would have said, nope. I was poor, she would have said, no. When she met me, I think she could kind of tell I was poor. Yeah, I started coming up with material based on all of that. And I was like, oh, okay. But other than that, I just ran a bunch of errands today. Getting ready for work, trying to mentally winding down because I have to be on set tomorrow. Friday, it was the first day back. Fortunately, it was a short day. I think we worked about 9 hours, which is a very short day. In the film industry, like on average, you're usually working 12 to 16-hour days. So tomorrow, I'm guessing I'll be working at least 12 hours. My buddy David hit me up and asked me if I wanted a spot on their Monday night Improv Jam. And I said, yeah, it's like a 5-minute spot. They end up doing improv for like 45 minutes, and then they end up doing like another 20, 30 minutes of stand-up comedy. And I accepted, but I did tell them I was going to be on set. So if I get out early enough, I'm going to head over there. If I get out early enough to just make it, I'll go. I don't care if I'm a little dirty. I'll just go and just be like, hey, I just got out of work. But if I don't get out in time, I'm going to have to miss that. But I am trying to get ready. Tuesday night, I am doing a feature spot in Corona. I still have no idea how much time I need to do. Maybe between 20 and 30 minutes of time, I'm guessing. Maybe 20 minutes of time, because they had like 8 or 10 people on the lineup, so I can't imagine doing more than 20. Unless all the comics were doing like 5 minutes each. But yeah, we'll see how that all goes. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to record on set. Like you guys saw in my last video, like I didn't record much. I just don't want to go down some legal road and be like, oh, you know, I think we had like 20 different pieces of paperwork we had to sign going into this 2-day job. Woo! But a lot of it's all legal jargon, and when you work in the film industry, I mean, the last thing they want is for clips of their movie to get leaked and all that. And I do really get that. I respect that. My daughter says she watched a movie recently at her, I think at her friend's house, and it was a pirated movie. And she, I was like, what? I didn't even think that movie came out yet. And she was like, well, it was a pirated movie. I was like, well, thank you for your honesty. Thank you for telling me, but don't ever do that again. Like, that affects me. Like, that's my industry. It's like you're stealing from my industry. And fuck any of you guys who steal shit. Like, that's stealing. People are like, oh, well, I should be able to watch it for free. Why, dude? Like, if it costs $100 million to make a movie, why should you watch that shit for free? I don't think so. Like, you work as a dental assistant. Well, maybe I should be able to come and steal your services. And we'll see how much money you'll be making then. Yeah, it's so dumb, dude. I'm at work. We just wrapped Will Farrell. He's done for the day. He finished right before we went to lunch. Just went to lunch, which is good. We still got a long day ahead of us, though. We're probably at least another 6 hours out before we're done, because we have to do all the pickups of all the little insert stuff that they miss. It's a scene with a cake and all this bullshit. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, for this week, I really need to get off this coffee kick. So I thought I was doing a lot of coffee when I was going to Starbucks every day. Every day I'd go get a coffee. You do the math. It's about $5 a day times 30 days. I mean, that's $150 a month. Well, now I'm doing about 2 a days. So double that. That's $300 a month. Well, my wife, on average, probably goes and gets Starbucks on average once a day with me. So that's another $150. So $450, let's call it $500. If the kids go a couple days a month and we end up getting a sandwich here, sandwich there, a bag of chips and bottle of orange juice, all that bullshit. It's like, we're probably spending $500-$600 a month. I mean, that's a freaking car payment. So I got to get this out of my system. I just got to get it out of my system. I really do. Yeah, I really got to wean off this coffee. I know, like, later this week, I have to drive to Corona, and then I have to drive to Santa Barbara. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge if I don't drink any coffee. So I might still drink coffee for those drives, just because those are long drives. But yeah, I got to figure this out. I got to stop that. That's such a waste of money. Or at least, like, do it from home, like have a coffee pot at home. I have a coffee pot at home, but I feel like if I make it at home, I'm gonna put all the sugar in it and cream in it, and it's gonna be extra sweet. And I'm like, well, I'll cut out the sugar by buying it somewhere else. No, that doesn't really help. That does not help. Sorry if I look all sweaty. This has been working. Yeah, so that's on the list for this week. What else? I got a couple shows this week. And another thing, I got to start working out. So I was looking at my arms. My arms are so weak. My legs are so weak. But even my arms, like the skin. Like, I know I'm getting older, and as you get older, skin gets looser. But a big reason why my skin is looser is because I've lost a lot of muscle mass. I just haven't done shit. And I haven't gone to the gym. I haven't lifted weights. And I've lost muscle weight. I've lost muscle mass. And when that happens, the skin's not just going to shrink on me. So the only way to really make my skin tight again is I got to build up muscle. That's what I'm thinking. I got to build up some muscle. It's like I'm like one giant flaccid penis. Oh, I'm so stupid. And I gotta get these teeth fixed. I look like I have food in my teeth, but it's a crack. Or not a crack, but like there's like a gap between these two teeth. It's always been there, but it's getting bigger all of a sudden. Like all of it, I don't have any missing teeth or anything like that, but as of recently, my tooth wants to start shifting. So, but my kids have braces, my wife has braces, I got the retainer shit going on. I told my wife, I'm next. Orthodontist is making so much money off of us. Ugh. I should have been an orthodontist. Anyways, back to work. Well, it ended up being a 12-hour day on sets, but the day ended, like we started early enough and I got out just in time to rush home. And I lived really close to where I was working today, so it was only like a 10 or 12 minute drive to get back to my house. So just got home, said hi to the kids, hi to the wife, gave them all a kiss, took a quick shower because I didn't want to stink. Now I rushed over to this place. They do like an improv jam session once a month. It's like the second Monday of every month, and it's a free thing, and you know, you can come and jump in, do the improv with them. And they usually have 3 or 4 comics at the end who get 5-minute spots. I did it last month and they threw me a 5-minute spot. They offered me a 5-minute spot. My buddy David Hardy, he hit me up a few days ago and said, hey man, do you want a 5-minute spot? I said, yeah. I said, but I am working that day. But if I get out in time, then absolutely I will be there. And so I hit him up when I got out of work and said, hey, I am going to make it after all. So I do want the spot. My energy is definitely lower tonight, but whatever. I'm just gonna go in and have fun. It might not be all big and energetic, but at least I can say my jokes with no, I treat it more like an open mic. If I get a laugh, I get a laugh. If I don't, it's not a big deal. It's just, I'm just gonna go and enjoy myself. They usually have some free beers and stuff like that, so I'll probably have a free beer, even though that'll probably make me even more tired. But whatever, it is what it is. But let's go check this place out. This is my friend Marissa from one of the funniest ladies I know.
Oh my god, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
So Marissa, what is this thing called that we're at?
It's called Unboxing. My husband and his improv troupe bringing together creatives to play with improv and stand-up once a month, the second Monday of the month, and it gets weird.
It is. I like it.
It's fun though, right?
Yeah. I think as a comic, I think improv is a really good tool to have.
You absolutely must use improv in everything you do in stand-up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the audience stuff is.
Yeah. So you're gonna do it. You're gonna do a 5-minute. You're gonna do a 5-minute set.
Yeah, we'll see what they let me in.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do sometimes.
Maybe I do a cool 15. We'll see.
Yeah. Eat at my time. Fuck.
Sorry.
All right. Sorry.
Bye.
Yeah. All right, perfect. All right. So you guys know the name of the game. Let's give them something else to make a setup for. What's your least favorite holiday activity?
Planting trees on Arbor Day.
Okay. Please now. All right.
Get out of here.
Honestly, I love it. Of course you do.
Of course you fucking do. You like the fucking things.
Yeah, I fucking do.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's improv, baby. It's whatever you want it to be. All right, so we're gonna be planting trees. We could. Anything else? Nothing else to draw?
Yeah, but it's sort of fatty in the back.
All right, so we're planting trees on Arbor Day. All right,
Planting trees on Arbor Day. Okay.
And you guys know the name of the game. Keep lines whenever you can. Have fun. All right, give them a round of applause.
Baby, come on.
I literally just got all of this done. I'm not gonna start digging dirt.
That's my boss over there, okay? He really, this is like his thing.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get on his good side, okay?
Cool.
Just help me out. Okay?
I literally don't understand what we're doing.
Michelle. Please just help me out.
I'm sorry, Arthur.
Thank you.
Okay.
Listen, Arthur, look, I know you came out and you wanted to bring your woman, but look, you need to lick it like Dad does.
I'm just gonna say from
Yes.
Okay. Then let's lick it like daddy.
All right.
So I just.
Yeah, just pick that up. This name of the tree is called Hey, You Guys.
Hello to you too. And what, like, do we do it from the leafy part, or do you do from like the fruit? Do you like press the root? Like I don't know.
Please. We don't need you to name them. We don't need you to name them.
Sorry. That's my bad. I'm so sorry.
Honestly, it doesn't really look like that kind of tree. I would have called it harp, birds fly straight.
I'll just be right back. Here. Hey, come here. Are you drunk?
I mean, I really wish I was. Because honestly, the only tree planting I'd want to do is when we smoke it after.
Hey, remember what I said last night?
I'm trying.
These nuts. Do you want to do it again?
I mean, it helped me remember. Okay, so I just like pressed it right up, and then you put it in the hole.
Oh my God.
Michelle.
Right there, I'm trying really hard.
Okay. Hey, Eric. So we have a dog at the crib, and we need to go back home in about
I don't
30 minutes.
understand it.
Oh my God.
And it seems like she's having a real hard time over here. The doctor told me that she's prescribed as I dream in Legos. How about you? And that's her prescription for people that deal with a lot of
Feet issues?
yes.
I'm checking for moisture. That's
Michelle.
when you bury, right? That's supposed to be moist.
Michelle.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for coming out here. All right.
You're welcome.
Only 8.5 more hours.
Okay, you know what I can do? How about I just like hand you the trees and you guys bury them? Okay?
Yeah, that'll be.
I could just, be between you two.
Less likely. You should go to that side. Yeah. It's
But you have a lot of trees
That's
right
crowded
there.
over here, yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't bring my wife.
Oh, what's she doing today?
Naming trees.
Oh, lucky her.
Yeah, she's the one. That's the one I'm gonna.
Hey.
Are you sure you don't want to?
No. She's good. Yeah. So,
That one has colors.
oh, it's like an apple tree. That's why those. Yeah, those are
They're
apples.
so cute.
Thank you, Michelle.
Our birthday is a good day to ask for comments.
Oh, got it. I'll definitely do that. Hey, Michelle.
Yeah?
Here, take your pictures.
Oh my God.
I just want you to know something. We've been together for over 20 years. And
No! No!
I just want to say.
No! Did you know this was happening?
Michelle, focus.
Okay.
Focus. It's just you and me.
It's us.
And our first date, remember our
I
first
do.
date? We said, plaid is my favorite color, and I can see that.
You had seen me. And I knew from the moment you texted me. I drink water like God.
That's how I slurp so well. His name is Chris Kidder.
Y'all having a good time? Yeah! This is like my new love, like the second Monday. I love to hear it. Yo, I got this new hobby during the pandemic. I started painting miniatures. And it turns out that midgets don't like being called miniature. According to my wife, they prefer to be called little people. I'm learning. It's 2023. I can say the word midget. Legally, my wife is a midget. Give it up for me. I'm married down. Okay. She's Filipino, but you get it. Like, potato. The difference between my wife and a little person is like 2 inches. You know what I mean?
All right, that was a good night. I am heading out of the parking lot. It might look empty because I just had a nice chat with my bro David Hardy and his beautiful wife Marissa. Very, very funny and talented comedians. We all did time tonight. I actually showed up, thought I was going to be given 5 minutes of stage time. Ended up being 8 minutes of stage time. So I just showed up with 5 minutes of material, but since they gave me 8, I threw in some other jokes. And it went over really well. I was very happy with it. I tried a new thing about, if my wife and I met in today's world, would we have dated each other? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so, because you have to put your resume online now, basically. Essentially, right? It's not like you're putting every single detail. But you're essentially putting all the stuff you're into and all the stuff you're not into. And so the joke is like, I would probably swipe next on my wife because she would probably have little people, that she likes little people. And I'd be like, well, this is a weird lady. Next. Like, I didn't find that out. When we were dating, I didn't find that out until like 2 or 3 years into the relationship. That's a long time, like, into a relationship. I was kind of weirded out by it, but yeah, like, not into him, but like, she just thinks they're cute and she wants a little person friend. I know it's really weird. Sorry, babe, if you're watching this, but it is what it is. Sorry, I'm outing you, but that's part of it. That's part of being honest with you all. I'm trying to be honest with anybody watching the video. Honesty is key here. I want you guys to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. Having a good night versus a bad night. Like, I was very happy I got out of work in time to be able to get over here. Thought I was getting 5. Wonderful to hear that I was getting 8 minutes. That made it even more worth it. And then I'll be going up tomorrow night. I'm going to Corona. I'll be driving out. Miguel and I are both in the lineup, so driving out there. I'm going to be featuring for Stephen Briggs, who's hilarious. But I'm going to be doing 20 minutes tomorrow, which is awesome. It's more of a bar show, and most of my content, most of my jokes are not tailored towards bar patrons, people who are at a bar. The weird thing about doing bars is, I just realized, like, it's super dark. There you go. That might be a little bit better. Thing is, going to a bar show, you're going to have bar patrons in there who are drinking themselves senseless. They're trying to escape their reality. And then I go in there and start doing jokes about how I love my wife and how I have 2 beautiful kids. And that's the last thing a bar patron wants to hear. And now they're grumpy. They're yelling back at you while you're trying to do a joke. And now security has to be called. But the bar doesn't want to evict them out or kick them out of the bar because they're buying drinks and drinks and drinks. So you have to deal with that. So it's a different crowd when you go in and do a bar show. But I'm going to use it to do a little more crowd work, and we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll get some good tape out of it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see. We'll see. But yeah, then Thursday I'm going out to Santa Barbara. My friend Kayla Hardy, she hit me up today and was like, "Hey, are you available Thursday at 3 p.m.?" I have no idea why. I just told her, no, I got a show that night at Santa Barbara, and she never responded, so I need to hit her up and see what's up. I don't know. She's a comedian as well. I don't know. But 3 p.m. is kind of early. I'm going to be like, do you have a show? What's going on? She's probably like, can I borrow your truck? I got to move a refrigerator. When you have a truck, people will randomly hit you up and ask you for stuff. Can you help me move a bed? Can you help me move a nightstand? Can you help me move my stove? No, dude. I'm almost 45, and my back hurts. Of course I can't help you. I mean, I'm there in moral support. I will help you find a number in the phone book. Do phone books even exist? I don't think so. I don't think phone books still exist. I haven't seen a phone book in years. They were great, like paperweights. You know what? You know, the last few phone books I've had, they made good for like starting fires. I would grab out several pages, crumple them up because it's super dry, like newspaper paper. Crumple it up and then throw it into the wood pile and then be able to light it up very, very easily. Yeah, no one uses phone books anymore. Everything's internet based. Man, if we got disconnected from the internet or if our cell phones went out, as a society, we would be screwed. Oh my God, would we? Like, the world would end. Oh no! Ah! Anywho, I was very happy. Being able to do the improv tonight, that was fun. I wasn't expecting to go up just because my energy was low, but no one was volunteering to go up. He's like, Jeremy was like, I need 3 more volunteers. I need 3 volunteers to do one more scene. And then my buddy David and Marissa said they'll go up, and he's like, I need 1 more. And I was like, well, I'll go up too. And then I hit record on my camera and recorded it. I don't know. I'll play it out for you all if y'all want. It's fun. I think it's a great tool to have as a comedian, as Marissa said earlier. Like, it's just, her and I were talking about it. Like, every comedian, I think actors as well. If you're an actor, you should be doing improv. If you're a comedian, you should be doing improv. It's a good tool to have available. Yes. Do you want to have written jokes? Yes. Do you want to perfect those jokes? Of course. But you also need to be ready. If you go in with material and no one likes the material, you can do the whole, hey, what's your name? Where are you from? Hey, what's your name? What do you do for a living? Hey, what's your name? Is this your partner? Are y'all married? Like, you should be able to riff. And part of riffing, improv is riffing. You get a little bit of information and you spit out something funny. And it doesn't always work out. And it's okay. It's okay if you try and it's not funny. The point is to keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. I think the more and more you riff, the more and more you do improv, the funnier and funnier you get. The dead spaces between the laughter gets smaller and smaller. The gap gets smaller and smaller. Then you just get funny. I mean, we do, like, look at Matt Rife. He's a perfect example. The dude's been doing stand-up comedy and improv since he was like 13. And that dude is just a beast when it comes to crowd work. But he has responses. He responds very quickly. I guarantee you, if you took everything he says, what he says in Milwaukee is similar to what he says in New York when a person says, so I went out on a date with the guy and he left me with the bill. He probably has the same response in Milwaukee as he did in New York. Probably the same exact response. It just becomes automated because your brain just goes, this is the information and this is what I spit out. And it's funny and people laugh. So I'm going to store that in the data bank in my brain. And then here's a perfect example. I do a joke about veterans because I'm a veteran. So I say, hey, is there any veterans here? This has only happened once. This happened about a month ago. I said, do we have any veterans here? And 2 people raised their hands, and I pointed at a guy, and I go, you? He goes, I'm a Marine. And then I was like, hoorah. And then I pointed at the other guy, and he goes, Coast Guard. And I go, close enough. And the entire room started laughing. Now I know dude, it was so random because I've never had anyone shout out they were from the Coast Guard. They were in the Coast Guard. I've never had any. It's always Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force I've got a few times. I've never heard anyone say Coast Guard. So when he said Coast Guard, I was like, close enough. And the entire room was laughing. And afterwards, like, I went up to him. I was like, bro, thank you for your service. And thank you for being a good sport. Because he was a great sport. He could have been a complete asshole, but he knew I was joking. And all the military branches poke fun at each other, and that's the point. Like it was all in good fun. And I have as someone who served in the Army, I have mad respect for anyone who has served in the military. You can join at 18. And at 18, you're considered an adult by our society. And at 18, you can go and die for your country. Mad respect for you if you make that choice. And it's a shame that the drinking age is 21, or, that now, like, doing certain things is 21. It's like, why? Like, you're allowed to go fight for your country, but you're not allowed to have a beer? It's a little silly. And actually, like, when I went to basic and I went to my AIT training, when I came back home to Buffalo, New York, my buddies and I, we went into a couple bars. I was friends with older people too, and we flashed our military ID. They didn't look at the age or anything. They didn't care. Like, it's like, you're a veteran, or you're at the time not a veteran, but at the time currently serving. Oh, absolutely, have a beer. Have a beer on me. That's what it's all about. But yeah, that was a fun joke. But, oh, sorry, I digress. Back to what I was originally saying. Like, I've stored that. I know if anyone ever spits out Coast Guard, I'm going to be like, okay, close enough. And people will laugh. I know people will laugh. It's a funny, fast, witty response. And even if you didn't serve in the military, you hear Coast Guard and you're like, is that actually military? And it is. It 100% is. They do all our search and rescue. They do all the border patrol on the ocean. They're doing, like border patrol, but drug control, like, over, off the coast of Florida, everyone coming up through the, oh my God, I was going to say the Mediterranean, but that is so wrong. Why can't I think of it? See, I have so many brain farts. I don't know if it's because I'm older, if it's because I'm tired. The Caribbean, or Caribbean, depending where you live. The Caribbean. I was going to say Mediterranean. Holy cow, it took me a second to get there. Pirates of the Mediterranean. No, fool, it's Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean. Speaking of that, I'll be going to Disneyland on Wednesday. That's probably like the only ride I can ride. Maybe It's a Small World, even though I told my wife that's her favorite ride. It's a Small World. I cannot stand that ride. It's a small world after all. I cannot stand that ride. But I love Pirates. Pirates of the Caribbean. It's so much fun. So much fun, and it's relaxing. And especially in the summer, it's wonderful because it's nice and cool in there. But with my back issues, like, I can't ride all the crazy rides, which stinks. So I'll probably go to Disneyland. I'm probably going to set up my camera and just, like, roast people, talk crap about people and their, like, clothing choices or their stroller choices. Like, oh, here we have a Target $199 baby stroller, and over here we have a bougie Beverly Hills stroller that's $3,700. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out, but I am going to take my mic and my tripod and just have some fun while I'm waiting for the kids to go through the hour-and-a-half line. Yeah. Anyways, I am going to go to bed. I am exhausted. I will see y'all tomorrow.